Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about brand store engagement. I'm going to guide you through the whole process, how to optimize, how to analyze the data that is available. And yeah, let's have a good time. But before we get going, like always, please be kind enough to subscribe to our video channel. Really appreciate it if you'd be kind enough to do so. That way you'll stay up to date with everything that's regarding Amazon. And also, please download the AMALYZE browser extension. It really is a great tool. Just give it a shot, see how you like it. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. But let's just jump in. Right from the get-go, you have, this is what it looks like, the brand store engagement. You have three possibilities. You can register your brand in case you haven't done so, or you can see the insights and you can edit the store. So let's start with edit the store. And I think this is a great feature, a new addition. You actually have the possibility to differentiate between mobile and desktop. That way you can't mess it up anymore. And honestly, how many times have we, it looks great on the desktop version, and once you go on mobile, it just doesn't look the same and you're missing things and it just doesn't add up. So great tool, new feature, excellent. When we go back here, you can jump into the See Insights, and we're going to do that right now. And yeah, on the left-hand side, you have a great overview of the insights, the engagement insights. The middle part, or more to the left, you have the product engagement totals. And on the right-hand side, you have the top click products. That's probably not as interesting if you do have a lot of products, but it can be quite intriguing if you only have a small portfolio, or if there's a certain product or a certain item that you definitely want to push. The first thing you got to do, though, is set up the month, and this will actually give you a great overview if you have a stable customer behavior. For example, in this case, between month 1 and month 2, where did the views go? Where did the 15,000 views go? What happened? Did we maybe change something in the store brands ad that we were running, or did we change something altogether that really didn't go well? It gives you so much data to analyze, and you have the possibility to actually export everything. And I think Amazon did really a great job with this. You have the possibility to select which data you actually want to analyze or which data you want to look at. And I think it's really it's a great tool that Amazon is providing. And when it comes to the product title, it's pretty much self-explanatory. That's why the page is blank. Yeah, product title is product title. When it comes to renders, renders are the number of times that a product in your store completed loading in the browser or app. The product may or may not have been viewed. And if you combine that with views, and a view is the number of times that more than 50% of a product in your store was viewed for more than 1 second, I think it gives you a great set of data. I think Amazon really did a good job with this. But of course you have to keep in mind, if pages are too long, or you probably won't have enough data, as well as misplaced a product. So if let's say you're pushing a new product and you don't have any renders or any views, you can safely assume that your product has been misplaced. Of course, you have the possibility to do sponsored brand ads and to link directly to different categories. Or you can open up a new section like trends, for example, in order to push your product or your new product that way. Overall, I think Amazon really did a good job with this because it gives you the possibility to analyze right away if your push for a new product has been successful or if it hasn't been. So I think they really did a good job. The in-stock views are the number of times that more than 50% of a product in your store was viewed for more than 1 second when its availability status was in stock. And I think this is very important, and the priority should definitely be on there. Only have products that are in stock are actually being shown. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time because the results are not going to be what you're looking for. The in-stock view rate is the percentage of time that a product in your store was viewed when its availability status was in stock. I'm not quite sure what Amazon means with this, but if I understand them correctly, it's basically the same thing as the in-stock rate, just as a percentage. So Amazon being a little unclear with this. In stock, view average price is the average product price when the product in your store was viewed and when its availability status was in stock. I think this is more interesting and more relevant to vendors than regular sellers on Amazon. Of course, you can still analyze the data, and it gives you a chance to see if there are any fluctuation in price, but it's more interesting to vendors than regular sellers on Amazon for sure. The clicks are the number of times that a product in your store was clicked. I want to talk a little bit more in detail about this at a later point in the video, just because there's some things that come up, some problems that can come up, and I want to talk a little bit more about that later. In addition to all of this, we still have the CTR, which is the percentage of shoppers who viewed a product in your store and also clicked it. Calculated as clicks divided by views. And this is where you really have to pay attention to the little details. Views, we already talked about earlier. What is considered to be a view? Well, a view is the number of times that more than 50% of a product in your store was viewed for more than just 1 second. So the little differences, the little details that really make a big difference in this case, so just be aware of them. Also with the next one here, the add to basket. It's the number of times that shoppers click the add to basket button in your store. So this is very important. They have to click the add to basket in your store, because there it's going to be different to this one, the purchases. The purchases are a number of orders in which a product was purchased, attributed to your store. Each order may contain 1 or more units of this product. So I think that's clear to everyone. An order can contain 1 or 2 more units. That's pretty clear. And attributed orders consist of Amazon orders generated by store visitors within 14 days of their last visit to your store. So very, very important. Attributed to your store does not mean it has to be sold directly in your store. For stores, sales consist of the product sales generated by store visitors within 14 days of their last visit to your store. So very, very important, the little details here. Pay attention. That's really my recommendation. Always pay attention to the little details. Let's learn a little bit more about attributed sales. And now they really go into details about attributed sales for stores. They start off with, for stores, sales consist of the product sales generated by store visitors within 14 days of the last visit to your store. Okay. That's okay. That's pretty much straightforward. But then it goes on, and this gets where it gets iffy, at least in my opinion. There are 2 types of attributed sales in units we use in our calculations. On one hand, they have the direct sales or units. That's the total sales or unit purchased of products available on a store page, where the store page was viewed by the purchasing customer. Okay. And then they have the halo sales or units. Those are the total sales or units purchased of products available on Amazon from your brand, where the product purchase wasn't available on the store page viewed by the purchasing customer. Okay, that's nice. They explain everything, what everything is, but the main thing is missing. They don't show you where the data is actually coming from. Maybe I'm missing something here. If I am, please drop me a line in the comment section, but I don't think I am. It's nice that they explain everything, but they don't show you where the data is actually coming from. And this is also the case with the next one. In addition, we attribute sales to stores' traffic source and pages as follows. They have the sources on the one hand, which is we attribute sales to the last source that shoppers visit prior to the purchase. And then they have the pages. We attribute all direct sales to the pages viewed, which contain the purchased product. We attribute halo sales to the last page shoppers viewed and visit prior to their purchase. And I get it. It's like they explain everything very, very well, but they're not explaining to you. They explain the definition of it, but they don't explain the most important thing, where the sale is coming from. So it's kind of iffy, a little bit wishy-washy, I would say. And the last thing, and that's very important, is that they have a note here on the bottom. We display sales data in stores insights based on the date of the visit, not the date the order was placed. The order payment failure and cancellations are included in the attribution. And what this basically means is that it's a click attribution and not a sales attribution. The data is from the past, and that's because they counted, it's back counted. So it's very, it's very rough, this whole attributed sales for stores, in my opinion. And also what I think is interesting, the customer is buying something, but then the payment doesn't go through, or they didn't change their mind and they cancel their order. It's still being accounted for. So I don't know if that makes sense. I guess Amazon does, and maybe they're going to change everything in the future, and it's going to get more and more detailed so that you're actually able to tell where the sale is coming from. But for the time being, I don't think it's thought through all the way. Next, we have the units sold, which is the number of individual units sold attributed to your store. This includes products sold by your brand on Amazon, listed in your store or not. So that's very, very important. It doesn't really matter where it's sold on Amazon, as long as it is being sold on Amazon. And the attributed sales consists of the product sales generated by store visitors within 14 days. Here we go again, and they always have that in there, the last 14 days. We'll see that in the future slides as well. Next one is the conversion ratio, which is the percentage of units sold. Units, not sales. Pay attention to the little details. Attributed to your store divided by clicks. And then they go on about the 14 days like they do with every explanation almost. At least it seems like that. We still have the average sales price, which is the average price of units of a product sold on Amazon and attributed to your store, listed in your store or not. There we go again. And then they go on again about the 14 days. Attributed sales consists of the product sales generated by store visitors within 14 days of their last visit to your store. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and overall I can say that I think they did a nice job with the brand store, without a doubt. It gives you a nice overview. You can detect tendencies, and is everything perfect? Absolutely not. And there's still some glitches in the system, which I hope they will correct in the future. But overall, I think they did a really nice job. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. You're helping us out a lot if you do. And plus for yourself, you're not missing anything when it comes to Amazon. Any news, we are always keeping you up to date. And don't forget to download the AMALYZE browser extension. You won't regret it, I promise you. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye-bye.